Hi, this is Nick from YTip SEO. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I'm going to share with you some really powerful information which can not only save your business money, but also potentially make your business a lot more money by doing things correctly online. So in the next 5 minutes, you're going to learn how to save money with advertising, especially Google Adwords. And secondly, you're going to learn how you can get more from Google, maybe even more than you thought possible. So please stay tuned and I appreciate your time. Okay, so let's dive straight into this information. This is my keyword market research software, and I've just done a bit of introductory market keyword research into wedding photographer Edinburgh, and it happens to also be your best keyword. That's obviously not a relevant keyword. There's a couple in here that I need to get rid of. But basically, most of these are very relevant to your business, and I left some of them that aren't wedding photography just because I know a lot of you, the businesses you run, a lot of you will do other types of photography as well. So most of these keywords are pretty relevant. So as you can see, the best keyword here we have, and by the way, all these are keywords, and that means basically phrases that people are putting into Google every single month. And on the right-hand side here, you have the search volume of each keyword. So the best keyword that I've found so far, and probably the best keyword in terms of volume, is wedding photographer Edinburgh. So let's just have a little look into that. And before I do that, you can see there's a huge amount of keywords here, most of which would be relevant to your business. So probably 3,000-4,000 people searching every single month just for your in your industry. And there's more keywords than this as well. I could probably find a lot more. But let's just have a look into the best keyword in your industry so far that I've found, wedding photographer Edinburgh. Let's just put that into Google and see what we can see. So basically, if you're watching this video, you are advertising somewhere here with Google AdWords, top left, or you would be over here on the right-hand side. And basically what that means is you're paying every time someone clicks on your link, and that means that obviously it's an expensive option for advertising, even though it is very effective, no doubt. But what I do is a little bit different. I focus on getting your website up to here, to the natural #1 position, or organic listing as it's called. And apart from the fact that you don't pay every time someone clicks, it has a lot of advantages, a few of which I'm going to talk about right now. First of all, once we've done the work to get you up here at #1, you're really not really paying any money because you're paying for the service for us to get you up here. And then basically once you're there, you stop paying. So for that reason alone, it's pretty powerful. And once we get you up here, it's quite likely you're going to stay there for months, if not years, depending on the competition and how much SEO they're doing as well, search engine optimization, just in case you don't know. But basically, for that reason alone, extremely powerful. Secondly, a lot of people don't click on the ads. They don't like AdWords. They don't like anything ad related. And this is known in the industry as ad blindness. And this article is a good kind of example of what that's about. Basically, in this article, they're saying, depending on the type of search, the intent, and there's different results, obviously, but they reckon 94% of the time people are going to click on an organic listing, like one of these, and not an advertisement. So for that reason alone, it means you're missing out on a lot of the clicks, a lot of the potential business for people doing these searches, just for the fact that you're advertising and you're not ranking naturally. People seem to have a lot more trust for natural results, basically. So by the way, if you want to read that article, it's really informative. You can put into Google search engine watch 94%, just like I have there, and you'll see this result here, and you can read that article yourself. Now, the other reason is a lot of people will say to me, Nick, I don't really need to be #1. I'm already on page 1. That's enough. You know, isn't that enough kind of thing? And I'll be like, basically tell them, no, it's not enough. You really need to be #1. It's super important to be #1 because as you can see, this is just like one study. It's obviously a graphical representation from one study. But this shows you basically that the huge difference between #1 and everything below that, even #2. #1 gets about 4 times the amount of visitors clicking on it than #2 even. And in this study, they reckon about 55%. So super important. I mean, if you're #5, you're getting a really measly amount of traffic or visitors to your website compared to #1. So really important to get that #1 position, at least be aiming for it in the end. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of what I do and how it works. Let's just, before I kind of wrap this video up, let's just have a little bit of a a look at this and do a basic calculation, because I know businesses are more interested in money and how it's going to affect their revenue and all that kind of thing. So let's just imagine you were number one for that keyword. 880 searches. Let's just say Google's kind of lying to us a little bit and it's only 800 searches per month. And if you're up here number one, as I said, you're going to get about 50%. So obviously 50% of 800 is 400. And let's just say your website, converts at around, 5-6%. Let's just say 5% for example's sake. So that's times 0.05, which means 20 new clients. And remember, this is on a monthly basis. So 20 new clients every single month if you were to be up here. And that's a low estimation. I think we could raise the conversion rate of your website to get more than a 5% conversion. So imagine that, 20 new clients, and after you've done the work to get up here, you're getting those 20 new clients a month for basically free advertising, which is kind of ridiculous and unheard of in most cases. I mean, where do you get free advertising that powerful, right? People searching directly for your business. And I have no idea how much a wedding photography job or a new client is worth, but let's just say it's worth a measly £100 profit, right? £2,000 a month if that was actually real statistics and figures, which obviously it's going to be much more than that, I'd say. So you can see the power of this. It's probably not going to take anywhere near that much investment to get you up here to number one. And even if it was close, that's only 1 month of revenue from this kind of position. That's the power of SEO, really, really powerful stuff. So I hope that gives you an idea of the potential here. And as I said, there's a lot of keywords here. You don't necessarily have to go for that big keyword because that's going to take a bit longer, but we can bring you some results pretty quickly with some other keywords anyway as well.